Yo, welcome to I'm My Own Aesthetic. I am your host, Nigel Staley, and I am thoroughly excited in getting into these conversations with all the numerous amount of people. Um, this particular episode, I'm thoroughly excited for, but I'm also kind of nervous, and y'all will see that here in a second. But the point of this episode is everyone has a version of the child they used to be. And sometimes it isn't until we're about to become a parent that we finally turn around and look at that mirror of the child that we used to be. This episode isn't necessarily about becoming a parent as much as it is becoming whole. The following guest we are about to have is a wife, a daughter, a sister, a friend, a loved one, a coworker, and soon to be a mother. She is very much a mystery to many, but she is a treasure to everyone who gets to know that real, genuine, raw form of her. I'm proud to and excited to be able to introduce to everyone my wife, Miss Madyson Staley. I thought she was opening the door at this point. Yo, what question we need?
Cut this out. Cut this out, stay.
Cause
Oh. So if anything touches this, is it gonna mess up the mic?
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it might scratch a little bit, but yo.
And can you see it in the camera?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can. Should I move it down?
It's fine, you can see mine. But yo,
Yo.
what's going on?
Oh, bro. I almost threw gang signs. I probably shouldn't do that on a
Gang
podcast.
signs is crazy. Gang signs is actually crazy. How you doing? How you feeling?
Good.
Good. One word answer though. We're gonna love this, guys. We're gonna love this.
Okay. Let's get started.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Everybody, I mean, I gave you a little introduction. You ain't get to hear it because you was over there dancing and everything. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell everybody a little bit.
I know. I wasn't excited to have to tell about myself, Nigel.
Just a little bit. Ain't gotta be too much.
What do I even say? There's nothing to say about myself. I thought you were just gonna ask a question. I was just gonna answer.
We gotta get into it.
No, this is like cut this out, stay. But like, what am I supposed to say about myself?
Well, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Just whatever you think you feel like you want to say. Well, just make it up.
I don't know what to say.
Okay. Well, we'll just continue to go forward. This is Madyson Staley, my wife. Luckily, I got to meet Madyson a long, long time ago, and in all of that, I have cautiously but very observantly got to know Madyson. Not even on a relationship level, but we really were more friends before we even. Well, I was more friends, but
Yeah.
that's a conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
That's a conversation for a different day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
within all of that, I have pulled back all those layers of Madyson, and what helps me a lot in our relationship and 100% our marriage is when we talk and when you talk and when we discuss things. I see the child version of you, and in a sense, it makes me want to learn more about that child version of you. And so when things don't necessarily go our way a lot of times, I just remember like, yo, she was a child at one time. Okay. So we're gonna get straight into it.
Okay.
I already told everybody this is gonna be exciting. I'm excited, but I'm also
I'm terrified.
So we're gonna get straight into it.
Hopefully, my pregnancy hormones don't kick in.
Oh goodness. So I'm gonna give you a little bit background. We really gonna talk about life as the oldest daughter. And, we're having this conversation because we are expecting our first child, which will also be an oldest daughter. And who else to interview than somebody that
Well,
is
it'll be an oldest daughter if we have any more kids.
Well, regardless if we have any more kids, she'll be the oldest daughter.
Well, I mean, I guess.
So you want to just get straight into it? You ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright.
I'm terrified.
So
Like, actually.
as I've got to know, actually, it's crazy. So as I
I
feel
don't
like
know
I've,
if I'm gonna know how to answer these
oh
questions. This is
goodness,
a lot of pressure.
it's just me and you. It's just a conversation. No, I get it though. I get it though.
This ain't TikTok. This is a podcast, bro.
Valid. She is a TikTok star. We will make sure we will add her TikTok handle and social media handle. Anyways, um, really, I just want to talk about that invisible weight that I feel like you said that has been put on you being the oldest daughter.
Okay.
Um, and I really just wanted to start it off just by asking, what did that role really feel like to you?
I guess it was like, I don't know, like making sure that like I was being perfect all the time and like holding myself to like a very high standard. Is that answering the question?
It's however you feel like doing. If that's how you feel.
I feel like there was a certain standard being, well, I think there was a certain standard being the oldest child, but also being like the only girl and like being the oldest daughter.
So do you
I
feel?
mean, I don't know if it'd be different if I was a boy, but I'm not. So,
I'm so dead.
um,
Y'all see why I love her.
it was like I had these certain standards to kind of like that I was raised by, but then it was different. Like it was, it was just different because I guess I was the oldest one, and then I felt the need to like make sure I kept those standards because I guess I had like other siblings looking up to me, but also like making sure that I was holding up to the standards that was expected by me, like by the entire family.
That's crazy.
But I also think it was like I always constantly felt like I wanted to make sure everyone was okay. Also, like it was like me wanted to be perfect all the time, but also it was like I felt like I had like this, like I needed to control to make sure everyone was okay. And like if I acted like I was fine and everything was fine, then like everything else would be fine.
So everything else will be fine.
Don't worry about me, bro.
I'm so dead. So for y'all that don't know, Madyson does have two younger siblings. One is very closer to her in age, and the other one is very younger. So
Yeah,
you were saying that you felt like you had a different expectation, and
I think so.
you felt like you had, more of a weight. Do you feel like?
I mean, and I'm not, maybe, obviously, like I don't know how, like I think every child in a family has a different experience, and I'm not like discounting that.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know if discounting was the right word, but I'm not like, everyone has their own experience,
Yeah,
and also like I don't know. I feel like I didn't start. I always like felt the need to like make sure everything was okay, like perfect and everything. But I feel like it didn't start to hit me until I got, obviously, like I realized it like as I got like older too.
That's so funny you say that, 'cause I was really about to ask you, do you feel like, when do you feel like that hit? Because, well, do you want to tell your, I don't know if you want to tell your age, but do you want to tell how old you are and how old your other siblings are? Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah, so I'm 25. Other brother is 23. Wait, is that right? 10, 20. Yeah. And then 10.
Youngest brother.
Youngest brother is 10. So like each dynamic between all of us are very different.
Yeah, very much.
Obviously.
So. Whole different generation.
And I feel like even between like me and middle brother dynamic, like both of us compared to the youngest is extremely different. Extremely different. Like I don't, like extremely different.
If you know, you know, but very different.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
So do you
but I feel like it didn't hit me until like probably like high school, but definitely college. Definitely like when I first like started college.
So you feel like it was more so,
Like it's always been there and I've always known.
but it became most
But I
heavy.
think once I'm was like smart enough to realize.
So you feel like it became more heavy. So
I feel like you don't realize those things as a little kid.
oh, for sure.
You know?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like I feel like
It's like you had it, but
uh-huh.
it wasn't. It was an idea, but it
Yeah.
almost didn't feel like it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
So your youngest brother, I'm not gonna name drop, but your youngest brother. I know it sounds bad because I don't know, but it's just a lot. So you said you felt like it was more apparent, and you started piecing together things, even back from. Do you feel like you started at that age when you became more apparent? Do you feel like you started piecing things from your childhood, or was it just like it like clicked? And
Well, I think okay, so I think like thinking back from childhood is just knowing how like internally I was like trying to be perfect and like make sure that I didn't disappoint anyone, but also making sure like everything was okay in the house and like getting that feel like, oh, are they okay? Are they okay? And like if I feel like something was off, like, oh, I need to fix it.
okay,
You know, and like if like everyone else matters. Like if everyone else is okay, but I'm not, but you just fake it till you make it.
I get that.
But I feel like once I got older, there was other parts to where I was like, this ain't fair. Okay.
So do you? And like I said, I'm trying to figure out. I don't know the
But
exact
I'm
time
not
frame.
sure I'm gonna name specifics.
So your youngest brother, do you feel like was that around that age? Do you feel like you started knowing more? You said around college,
Well, maybe, but
late high school, but is that around the time he was born, or was it
I mean, I was a
before
freshman when he was born.
freshman in high school?
Yeah.
So it was after he was born where it started like really clicking in.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say it was like anything particular like with him. I just know like the parenting style was different.
Yeah,
And
and
like
it's
the
just
I think that it also just happens a lot like with your first kid, like, you know, oh, we expect this, we expect this, we expect this, but then once you have more, it's like, we don't care as much. And then especially when you have one so many years later, it's like
and then just life
YOLO, you
changing.
know,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then life changing in general. So I feel that.
But yeah.
I feel that.
I feel like I answered nothing.
No, you
Oh,
pretty much
okay.
did. You were telling how you
Okay.
felt. So with all that being said, how do you feel like being the oldest ended up shaping your personality? Being that you said you have all the expectations, you felt like you have these expectations. You felt like you had to make sure everybody's okay. Do you feel like that changed your personality, or do you feel like your personality ended up becoming the way how you felt, if that makes sense? Does that make sense what I'm trying to ask?
Kind of. I'm gonna try to answer it. If I don't answer it, then no, I don't
Do
understand
you
what you're
okay,
asking.
let me see. Do you feel like because do you feel like you after you started feeling that way that it changed your personality? Or do you feel like your personality was all that?
I think my
Always that?
personality has always been this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think I'm sure every oldest daughter can vouch for this. Like I feel like the way you are because you're an oldest daughter is just kind of like that's your personality. And I feel like sometimes when you hit a certain age, you start to kind of like realize those patterns and like how you are and you try to break those patterns, but I think I've always been this way.
So
Like certain like personality traits of mine, I think I've always been this way.
So it's more so I've always been this way. Should I be this way? XYZ, or how do I?
Yeah.
Cipher
like
through
also
versus
like let's say like
how did I become? When did I become this way?
right. Like for example,
and I'm asking this is because
feeling the need to always make like putting everyone else's needs before my own.
mm-hmm.
Like I've always feel like I've always worried about everyone else besides myself.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like I'm still that way, obviously.
And,
but I feel like I'm getting better with being like, okay, well I matter too.
For sure. And the only reason I'm asking because I am a younger sibling. For y'all that do not know,
yeah,
I'm younger,
oldest daughter, youngest,
and I am
youngest son married. Woo!
Oh my gosh. It is a dynamic. But I will say I have always had that viewpoint from being a younger child, I always thought the oldest sibling, especially a daughter, I would have never thought they feel that way. I thought it's just very much, you know, I'm princess. Like, I run everything. Like, everything is going to cipher under how I feel like it should be. And it also could be, I'm only thinking of it as a one way street. You might could feel that way, but it might be more in depth because it's going to be how I need to be because I need to make sure everybody's okay. So,
but that's funny of that perspective because, like, whenever I've talked to other people who are first daughter, like oldest daughter, like they feel the exact same way that I feel.
See, that's what I'm saying. I've always felt like.
But I think it also depends on like the dynamics of how you grew up and like.
It's very valid.
I think it depends a lot on dynamics.
That's very valid.
And just how you were raised and also like just how you are as a person.
That's very valid. So, if you don't mind and if you don't want to, like, don't feel obligated to, but what do you feel like the challenges? What challenges did you feel like you had to carry quietly? Because I'm guessing that you didn't speak on these things because, like how you said, you want to make sure everybody was okay, and then, and in a sense, I get that. I'm the same way. I talked about on my episodes. Like, I have to feel like that I'm okay. Like, so yeah. I'm guessing, especially in a younger age, before you're quote unquote an adult, it. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I just imagine it's probably heavy, especially being younger. And in the sense you feel like, in the sense you're a child, but you feel like in a sense you have to be the adult. So I just imagine like that's a lot of weight you have to carry. That's something you're not, because you care about your younger sibling so much, you're not talking to them about it. You ain't want to talk to your parents about it because like, oh, those are my parents. Like, am I being disrespectful? Am I crossing boundaries? Like, they not gonna get it. So, do you feel like there were some silent battles? Like, what challenges was that you felt like you had to face silently? If you don't feel like answering that, you ain't got to.
I'm trying to think. I feel like I keep repeating myself.
No, it's okay. The more you repeat yourself, that's how you know. That's how you really feel. That's how I think about it.
I guess just like making sure that like I didn't ever like mess up, and if I did, like it was like no one knew.
No one knew.
Okay.
So
because I just wanted to be perfect and like seen how they wanted me to be seen. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if they had like a certain like, this is like for whoever, I'm not like whatever,
no,
but
yeah,
like if they had a certain vision or idea of me, let me just fit that mold so I don't disappoint them.
I got it.
Okay. So like I never wanted to like disappoint anyone and like just like kind of have like that like
she's exactly who we thought she'd be.
Right. And then probably just like being everyone else's therapist.
Gosh, y'all see why we're together. Y'all can imagine how some of these conversations are with us.
Like if I don't really know how to put it into words. And a lot of
this podcast is all about just we figure it out. There ain't nothing to be perfect about, bro.
And it's kind of like I don't even know how to like put it into words, to be honest with you.
We'll try. If you can't, don't worry about it, but just keep it raw.
Wait, can you ask me the question again?
Do you feel like, and if so, what challenges did you feel like you had to carry quietly? Like,
okay. So yeah, just making sure like I fit the mold of whatever they had for me. Making sure everyone else was okay, because I felt like if there was something off or wrong, like something bad was gonna happen, and like I'd feel like anxious, to be honest. So
you actually are leading into the next thing I want to know. So do you feel like you had expectations placed on you?
Yes.
And do you feel like they were fair, or did they become things that you just carried because you felt like you didn't want like the family to break, or you didn't want things to happen or things like that?
Both.
Well, you feel like they were fair.
I mean, I don't think. I think they would be fair if they were given to everyone.
Okay, so
but
technically they're technically not. You don't feel like they're technically
not fair. I get like certain standards. Yes, I get that, because sure, but also it's not fair when you're only expecting this from Me.
Okay. So.
And is it because I'm the oldest? I gotta be a role model. Is it because I'm a girl, I'm a daughter? You have higher standards for me because it's like.
And that's why I'm saying it's so crazy hearing you say that because like I said, and I've always felt this. I feel like, and like I said, I guess in what you say, it is very much, just everybody's family is different, everybody's dynamics are different things of that nature. But I've just always thought that, in a sense, girls, I'm aware that girls probably have some pressure put on them because they're women and things of that nature. There's a lot to become with a woman. But I've always felt like, personally, that it would have always been more strict and you have to always upstand as a boy in the family. That's just how I feel. And so hearing you say that, it's just it. That's why I'm saying, as I've known, and that's why I really want you to get on here. And I know you kind of was iffy about it, but I guess there might just be people that don't think that. You know what I mean? Especially, prime example. And we're gonna get into it. If you were in a firstborn daughter, you may not even be able to connect.
Right. Yeah, and if I was an only child, I may not even feel this way.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
Hearing you say that, and I think us having did we disclose we're having a girl?
Yeah, you did at the beginning.
Oh, I can't remember. I didn't know if I just said we're having a kid. But anyways, I feel like, oh my gosh, I just feel like that's gonna help you, us, our family, and so on. Because you're gonna be able to connect on that level. And on top of that, the things that you felt like you wish were different is not gonna be that way. So you feel like you're not allowed to make mistakes, but you feel like your siblings could?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't. This is my oldest child daughter syndrome coming out. I don't really want to say anything though because I kind of feel bad. Just because I feel this way isn't necessarily how they felt or like how it really happened for them.
If it makes
so I don't want to say anything like that.
Oh, you don't
I kind of feel bad.
You don't have to, but I do want to disclaim, because I know nobody has seen no episodes yet. The whole point of this, it's not telling anybody they feel right or wrong.
No, I know.
And it's not, we're not bashing people. We're not saying things because, like, you prior to you saying you don't want to say it because you feel wrong, you literally said it at the beginning of this before you even knew I was going to we was going this route. You were saying everybody's viewpoint could be different from where they stood. And honestly, that's big because a lot of people don't realize that. And it's not to invalidate how you feel or how another person feels. It's just, from your eyes, is how it felt. From your or how it looked and everything like that. But we can skip that. So we're gonna get straight into now about to become a mom. Mamacita. From the oldest daughter to from being the oldest daughter to having the oldest daughter. So when you found out you were having, we can even go back before that. When you found out we were about to have a kid, how did that feel? Like
crazy.
Like
me, a mom.
Do you want to go more in depth? Why super crazy?
What do you mean?
That you never even wanted kids?
Oh, well, yeah, I never wanted kids. Until I met Nigel, as in, yeah, I just never thought I'd have kids or even get married. Honestly, like I was very much, well, I guess this probably stems from being an oldest daughter, having all those feelings. But I was very independent. Like I
never even thought of it like that.
I was very much, I don't need anybody because I've been fine doing everything on my own. It's always been that way. Like it's always, oh, I don't have to worry about you because you're good on your own. Like we never had to worry about you. So it's always been like, so I'm getting a little out of breath when I talk.
I'm pregnant, bro.
So I've always been very like so independent. I know how to handle things on my own. I mean, now being with Nigel, not as independent. I rely on you a lot. But I mean, I guess it's like, but it's, So I think that's, I know this was way abstract, way away from your question, but so I just never thought I'd have kids or get really the idea of getting married because I was like, I don't need no man.
So,
and I mean that was that was that was a little hill to get over too when we first started dating.
that was very much a hill.
I mean, we won't go into this podcast will be like 2 hours if we go into that. But I'm saying
we
when
will
you talk about
we'll 100% bring you back for another episode.
Like when you think about like being oldest daughter, having all these different things, all like just how I felt in like my certain personality traits and how that leads into a relationship. Like I think all that plays a role in how I am with you and how it was in the beginning.
And you know what? Now
it was hard.
We gonna reel it back in to child.
It was
We gonna reel it back in, but now that made me have another question. I very much will tell you, and I still tell you, you were ahead of women empowerment movement.
Yeah.
Do you think, and because you said you feel like all that play, do you feel like even more in depth that you felt like you didn't need anybody and that you could handle life and all that because you had that expectation? Do you feel like because, and of course, no shade, it's just all subjective. And obviously, you don't feel like that anymore because, I mean, you're married now.
Right.
And having a kid.
And I need you, honey.
Do you feel like because your younger siblings were boys and you already had that pressure being the oldest daughter, do you feel like that was more so like, in a sense, you kind of grew anti-men? Or do you feel like that just...
No, I don't think that was it.
Okay.
I don't think it was like... It was just more so the fact of like... I don't know. I think a lot of things played like a role in that. But I think it was mostly just like, if I can do it on my own, why not? And it was always like I never wanted, and I mean it's still very hard for me to do now. Like admit that I need help or I need someone.
Very much so.
Like very much like, let me do this. I can do this.
But it's big that you are becoming more aware that you're like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you found out you were having a daughter, what were those feelings like? So I know like it was already a shock and things like that because you knew you were having a kid. Yeah. But once you found out like, oh wow, I'm having a daughter. Like how were those feeling? Like were you excited? Were you nervous? Were you anxious? Were you scared? Were you hopeful? Like how did that feel? Based off
all of the above.
Based how you grew up,
I think
being the oldest daughter, or you know, you feel like, oh, I wish, you know.
Excited, but I think more nervous knowing it was a girl versus a boy.
Really?
Just because it's like dang, this is gonna be a girl. Like this is a daughter. Like I want to make sure I'm doing a good job raising her, and that some of the things that like I don't want to say dealt with, but like some of the things how I was internally, I guess. Like I don't want her to feel the way I did. And even if she's just like an only child and like she doesn't have younger siblings, she may have a total different experience. Yeah, because there's no other expectations of other kids. But like even still, like I don't want her to feel like, I mean, I want her to be an independent girl. Like, yeah, you can do that. But also I want her to know she can also need someone. Yeah. And she can admit if she needs help, and it's okay if you make a mistake, and it's okay if you're not perfect. And I get emotional. Okay, next question. I was like,
feel how you feel, bro. Like, yeah, that's what it was. So now that you are,
it's all okay, bro.
It's okay, bro. Now that you feel like we're. I don't know if you're crying or laughing now.
Oh, that's what happens these days.
I'm so dead. But now that you're preparing to welcome your own daughter,
I don't know if I can keep talking about her.
It's okay, honey. Guess what? That's why we're in the car. Cause we got everything on deck. They from Chick-fil-A, but you know,
we should have done this while pregnant.
We got everything on deck, man.
We should have done this.
No, it's perfect. But back to my question, bro. Giggle cry box.
What it is these days. I cry and laugh at the same time, bro.
Do you
Can't help it.
now that we preparing the well, we know we just gonna make it about you. We ain't gonna make this about me. Now that you're preparing to welcome your own daughter, do you feel like memories and all that from your childhood, do you feel like they've came back to you in new ways, or do you feel like you?
But not necessarily. I mean, I think it's more so like feeling. I wasn't expecting to cry. Feeling.
I wasn't expecting the son to be like this.
Yeah, it's not good. Don't tell me we're gonna have to re-record this.
Nah, we gonna see how it goes.
It ain't gonna be raw next
It ain't gonna be
time.
raw.
Sorry guys. I'm struggling. No, I don't think it's more so like, oh, this trauma's being brought back up or these memories. It's more so like the pressure of like making sure that I mean, it's just like, I mean, I'm sure it'd be, I don't know, just the pressure of like making sure I'm being a good mom for her, you know, like, and that like she doesn't feel the need to. No, I mean that's going a whole different direction.
Go ahead and say how you feel. We ain't gotta dive into it necessarily.
But no, I don't think it's bringing up anything like that. It's just more so like you gotta be on your. I gotta be on my. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
As a mom to a girl, like, yeah, obviously we had a boy, yeah, for sure, but like, I don't know. I just want her to be.
So do you feel like
different than? But obviously, like, I just want her to be her own self and like be different than certain traits that I have.
Do you feel like having your daughter? Do you feel like what's that bridge gonna be like with how you say you do have to feel like you're okay and you can do everything on your own? And I know you say you're getting a lot better with that, but there's of course things you say you still gotta work on. How's that gonna be with? I know I'm this way and I gotta do better on it, but I don't want my daughter to feel like she gotta be that way because in a sense she gonna look up to you.
Right. I mean, I think it's more pressure on me to like heal those parts of me. Yeah. And also like I don't want her to see like something trigger me because of something. Yeah. Like I don't want her to see those parts ever. Like obviously like I'm gonna be honest with her and like, you know, let's say when she's growing up or whatever and like, but I don't want her to see those like certain behaviors. I think it's gonna be I think not that I'm using our daughter as a healing thing, but like I think
But you know
I think it's gonna I think it's what I needed. I think she's what I need.
I've been told you that. And it's not necessarily
I mean, I thought it was a boy, but I really think that
I knew it was gonna be a girl.
I know you did. It's just everyone's like, you're such a boy mom. Like,
I mean, I got that, but I was more so just thinking it was gonna be a girl. Like I told you, I really hope you have a girl. So I hope.
I think.
And you gotta think sometimes kids they can be like. It's not you can't think of it using.
No, but I just don't ever want that because that's just like toxic. But
no, it's not using. But everything happens in everybody's life, and everybody get what they need for their job.
But I'm very grateful for everything that I have felt, went through, whatever, because I think it's going to make me. I mean, I don't want to. I hope I'm a good mom, but I'm saying
what you would have been.
No, I'm saying like I don't want to say I'm going to be a good mom. And I mean, I hope I am. But like, I think that everything that I have felt and all the different things that I've went through to an extent or whatever,
you feel like you're prepared more.
I feel like I'm going to be a very good mom to her.
And you're gonna be prepared for that.
And make sure that, you know, she's good.
That's good. Well,
and she doesn't have to worry about making sure I'm okay and all that stuff. And she can speak her mind, and it's okay to be, yes. Well, yeah, but I'm saying, no, I'm saying not even to us. I'm just saying in the world, like, she doesn't have to.
Oh, I know. I was just playing.
I know you were.
Respectfully.
Like, she can speak her mind.
No yelling at them.
Different, having a different opinion is fine. Sure, we had this idea for you, but you want some, like.
And then just that emotional,
and you don't have to be perfect. Oh my gosh.
That open line of communication that she just feel like she can.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. Cause I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we about to enter this closing. So, really, I just want to talk about who you were versus who you're becoming.
Okay.
So now that you're standing between who you were and who you're becoming, what does this chapter mean to you? Not only as a daughter, or not even only as a mother, but just as a woman in general. What does that chapter look like?
Being me without feeling bad for being me, and like not like, I mean, I'm always me, but like just being exactly who I am without caring what other people think, I guess. And if it doesn't hold up to your standard or your opinion, you don't like it, well, I mean, because now, like, having a daughter or just a child in general, like, I want her to know, like, you can be you, like, be who you are. I don't want her to be like,
be a good person.
Why aren't you acting this way, or why are you acting different? Be a good
person. Yes. As long as you're a good person, yes. Like, be who you
are. So I think just being me, and I mean, it's still hard to, like, especially if, like, certain people have seen you a certain way, and then they're like,
of course,
wait, like, well, yeah, for
sure.
sure.
We still look like kids,
right? Yeah.
To the young ones, we probably look old.
Yeah. Some people are like, you're so different now, but it's like, well, also you change, you grow up. My frontal lobe is developed.
That was a big joke of ours. I would be like, oh, your frontal lobe isn't developed.
I mean, just being me and, like, not being sorry for it, and if I'm and speaking my mind and opinion without, this is still very hard without being so anxious about it. Like, speaking my mind or opinion is, like, very hard for me, but trying to do better with that. It's something I'm trying to grow into in this new chapter, I guess.
So that healing journey. So it sounds like you're healing. So what is that? If you had to envision how that, even more, I feel like you went in depth, but just for the sake, I've had this question, I don't even know. But how does that healing journey look for you? Like, is that more boundaries? Is that
more boundaries,
more that cycles you feel like you want to break? If you want to go in particular, if you want to go in specifics, like, feel free to. If you don't,
it's fine.
And is it that, like, you having to take a look in the mirror and be like,
well, yeah, I'm having to take a look in the mirror, but also having to look at different situations and being like, okay, this doesn't make me feel good. This doesn't seem right to me. How can I fix this? And it's not fixing it to the way that I used to want to fix things. It's more so fixing it for my own mental. And yeah, for sure, like, boundaries are a huge thing. And knowing that, like, at the end of the day, like, when you think about the bigger picture of having to do these things, it's like having to set boundaries, having to be, or becoming who you really want to be, and different opinions, and maybe not being perfect to whoever thinks that you gotta be perfect. Oh, it's very, like, nerve-wracking, and, like, very much just, like, gives a lot of anxiety. But then when you really think about it, at the end of the day, it's like, doesn't really matter. Like, just do, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it matters, but also it's like, this time next year, if you just do this now, like, you're gonna be so happy that you did that, and you're gonna look back and be like, it really didn't, like, yeah, it was big for you then, but, like, you're so much better off by doing it, even though it's, like, scary now. Does that make sense?
Nah.
No, I didn't.
No. I'm saying like, nah, that makes sense. Like that's real.
And
that's real because a lot of people, I think a lot of people deal with that, especially. Yeah. And I've told you, and I know sometimes when we talk just off camera, I tell you that it probably, the things I tell you probably seem like I'm saying this to you, and I've told you that we're just young, but in reality, there is probably, I feel like everybody deals with that, especially at our age. It's you gotta think we go from 100%. I know, I mean, we're growing up, we're becoming adults, but in a sense, it goes from we're a child, we're like more of a child versus full-fledged adults. You know what I mean? So it is difficult to start navigating, and I do it myself. Like you gotta do all that, but so
yeah. And I think one more thing, and then I know you're trying to close out.
No, I got one more for you.
Oh man,
I got one more.
I think another thing, like going back to the whole like being the eldest daughter and stuff, I feel like when you start this whole like healing process and journey, and it's like, oh, she's not people. Oh, that was a big one. People pleasing.
Yeah, straight into it, bro.
That's just who I am. I people please, and I guess that's going into the same idea of like, my pregnancy brain is so bad because I really couldn't think of that word, but I was trying to think of something, and that's what it was. Like when you start to have different opinions, or you start to not change. You start to do things for you, and you're not people please.
I should have sat like this the whole time. Why is my seat up further than yours, and I'm taller than you? You drove my car, and I probably didn't ever fix it that day.
When did I drive your car?
On that day you drove it. I think I never fixed it.
Oh, okay. When you kind of start to get out of that whole people pleasing phase, which I mean, I think there will always be a part of me who will want to people please because it's just who I am. But I'm trying to do better. That's part of my healing journey, is trying not to people please so much and do things for me. But I think when you start to not people please, not be a yes man, have different opinions, and actually like stand your ground or start to put boundaries up or whatever, you're like considered rude, disrespectful, just like, she's just such an angry child. She's such an angry oldest daughter, or she's so rude, or I don't know what her problem is. Like all this, that all leads into it. And I also think like when you're trying to go through setting boundaries and like this whole healing thing, and like you hear everyone else is like, I don't know why you're being like this, but it's like, I could have been like this my whole life. I was just making sure y'all were okay.
And it's also so weird to me, and I'm not saying just you, I'm saying in general, because anyway, it's so weird because I feel like all adults go through that, but it's almost like when they have a child, it's not all of them, but I feel like it's almost 50-50. It's hard for them to be like, oh yeah, I did that, but my child can't do that. You know what I mean? Or like it's like they forget, like, I was a child once, and
yes,
even if I am changing, even if I was that way, there came to a point like I did change. And, you know what I mean?
Right. And it's like, it's okay for looking at other people that you don't know and they're changing, like, oh, it's so good you're changing. When someone directly is like changing or trying to get out of their old ways, it's an issue. Arrest me, I'm sorry. Glock that tea, right? Okay. You said you had one more question.
Unless you want to keep going.
No, this is a long podcast. This is longer than all your other ones.
Well, that's because who the guest. I don't talk about myself much.
You got me crying on the first episode of the season, man. Did you already say this was the first episode?
Yeah, I did tell this.
Well, you can't. You have to leave us the first, and you got me crying, bro. Right. Golly, you can't be doing that.
That's all right, so
wait, if this is right, doesn't mean it's just recording or it's dead or it's dying.
What do you mean it's real?
Right here.
Oh, that means it's recording.
Okay.
So I guess after all of that, my last thing that I have is...
My face looks fat. I've been looking at it this whole time.
You're just gonna have some good blooper clips. Oh my gosh.
I can't see because the sun.
Yeah, I hate the sun starts sounding like that right there. But it's all part of the vibe. All this.
Yeah,
Kind
that's
of
what
like
happens when you
it's
go. You
natural,
do it
man.
in a car.
Yeah. Oh, was that?
No,
Was that straight?
no. I'm
Was that
saying like
straight?
if you're gonna be in a car or be outside, like whether
Yeah.
the
Oh
lighting
yeah,
is gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
different versus being in a studio.
Before I get to that question, do it feel like more? Do it feel like more calm because you ain't like in a studio and all these cameras face
Well,
to
yeah,
you? You got
probably,
like.
yeah,
Do it feel like more natural because it's like a
yeah. And
regular
plus,
car?
we do this a lot, anyways.
Yeah.
So,
Well, anyways,
what would
back to
be
my.
better though? Which you could do this. Have some food.
Yo, back man, you
You know
pregnant?
how fun that would be to have like a mukbang. It'd be like a mukbang podcast. Whoa, that was genius. A mukbang
Who
podcast.
geniusly gonna clean it if they make a mess?
Oh, that's true. You don't really like to eat in your car.
We got a little thing of popcorn, but then they gonna drop it all in.
That's
Anyway, that's
true.
besides the point. Back to my
It
question.
was genius though.
It was halfway there, but we didn't think about the mess.
Yeah, plus
We can get some cups.
also it'd be like a lot of ASMR with the chewing and drinking.
Yeah,
People might not like it'll triggers. Some people may not watch. You might lose viewers.
Anyways,
Because I've been avoiding drinking my water so that you don't hear me swallow.
I mean, you take a sip.
No, it's okay. Let's
no,
continue.
do one so I can see how it's like
Oh.
actually in general. Picking up. Yeah, you can hear it. Look at the audio level right there. The green. Anyway, so yeah, the last thing I want to ask you that I want to hit you with, so what are you promising your daughter that you once needed for yourself?
Wow, that's a deep question. Golly, stay.
You know, at some point she could come back and look at us. That's real.
Yeah, you were making me cry again.
And just keep it real. Don't feel like you gotta fake something. Just make
I
it
mean, I'm
sound
not
good.
faking it, but I'm promised that.
You don't feel like you gotta make it such a high of a promise. Like,
no, I know.
What you feel like.
Mm. Well, first I promise to love her unconditionally. Like, no matter, like, if she's way different from us or she has, let's say because every parent has standards for their kid and she doesn't meet those standards or she wants to go down a totally different route. Like, I'm never going to make her feel bad. Like, I will always support her. Like, I promise to support her and love her unconditionally, which I know is such a cliche thing to say, but like I mean that like wholeheartedly. Like anyone can say that, but like you can say that, but like your actions show something different than saying I support you and I love you unconditionally.
That is real.
And whatever she aspires to be in her dreams, like I'm always going to like be there right behind her and support her and you know unless it's something crazy obviously like but she ain't selling drugs on the street.
As long as it's all good and legal. As long as it's all good
I'm
and
never
legal.
gonna tell her like you shouldn't do that because I'm not gonna get to that. Never mind. Cut. So like love her unconditionally, support her like literally no matter what. Like, and I mean that. Like, mean that. Yeah. But also like, I promise that I'm going to show her that it's okay to be your. I promise I'm gonna show her that being a girl, but also just being just an individual, like just be you and don't feel bad about it. Like I want her to grow up and be like so confident within herself that like she's like if she knows she has a different opinion or she knows whatever the case may be, like she never feels less than. And I'm not sure I can obviously like I think that comes a lot like with how you're raised, but with like obviously a lot goes into that. As her mother, I want to show her that like you are strong and like who you are is enough for this world. And that you don't ever have to like fake it. You never have to like change who you are because of someone else's opinions, standards. Like, be you and don't feel bad about it.
Is that a mic drop?
I mean, I could promise her everything in this world.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. This will literally be 10 hours long.
Nah,
But I think those are like big things that I want her to know, that she has support, love, and that she
authentically herself.
Yes. Like, do not be sorry for who you are. Do not be sorry for your opinions, for being vocal. I think a lot of times it's like, why are you being so vocal? Like, no. Talk, baby.
As long as you're still shooting a basketball. No, I'm just playing.
But yeah, I'm just. Gosh, this conversation just like.
You don't even understand. You're like, Nigel, you don't need to talk for real. You so unserious, bro.
I love her already, man. Okay. We can't end this with me crying.
Huh?
We can't end this with me crying again.
Well, I can't tell a joke because my jokes sometimes be bad.
Go ahead.
Nah, I ain't have a joke. I was just saying I can't tell one. Well,
no, you can't.
Moa fam, I guess we're gonna call this a wrap. I want to tell you I appreciate you. Because I know it probably wasn't easy coming on here, and I know you probably had.
It was hard with the camera from me. It was weird.
Yeah, because you're not overly a social
I'm not.
person. And on top of that, being that I've done been in your life and I've done heard things and seen things, you probably had no clue how this was going to go. But it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't bad. But I think you keep saying things and it keeps it's like bringing new ideas of what I could have said. But I don't want to keep talking. But anyways, no, this was good.
I mean, if you did really good. If you want to throw something in there,
no, I don't want to.
I'm
gonna need a part 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna
say this. 9, 10, 11. I'm gonna say this, and I know that you know it's coming from a genuine place. Everybody may not know that because they say, "Oh, they're married." He has to say that, but you know, I ain't just gonna say that. You're not. But I really think, not too much. I have no doubt in my brain that you are about how you will be as a mother. I think you're gonna be a fantastic mother.
Thank you.
I think everything you've been through, I think everything you've witnessed, everything you've had to do, you had to step up. All of that. Knowing that you did that, I'm actually excited that we get to have a daughter, that she get to have you as a mom. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have those. A lot of people, they don't have those situations. A lot of people don't see certain things that you've seen, things like that. And I feel like the fact that you are the oldest daughter, having the oldest daughter, is, I think, is you already gonna be able to relate to her in a way that some moms can't. Some moms are youngest. Some moms, they don't know what that pressure gonna be like because, and like you said, all parents probably gonna have a ideal thought of how their kid gonna act, how their kid gonna be, what they want for their kid. Yeah. But you said it that if they don't, that's fine. Like, we'll talk about it. We'll get through it. Right. Be you. Be your own aesthetic. We're gonna love you regardless. Right. So I know you feel like it's some pressure and that you gotta be good, but I have no doubt that you're gonna be good at it. Thank you. Not only am I glad that I married you, I'm very glad that you're gonna be the mother of my child. You know what I mean? And I've told you, I've always thought you deserved a girl. Like 100%. So yeah. That's all we got for y'all, Moa fam. I love you. That's all we got for y'all, Moa fam. Like I said, thank y'all for watching. This is always bigger than myself. But feel free to like, subscribe, share. Not even necessarily because I want to grow our mower, but I just want to make sure it also gets to that person that may feel similar and they don't have somebody they can talk to. They ain't got nobody that'll listen. And so that's why I say likes, share, subscribe, things on that nature, because my goal for every episode is just for it to hit one person, and it's exactly what it is. No, I'm
Sorry, I was thinking of something. Sorry.
probably thinking of Kevin Gates.
No, it wasn't.
But
It was something good.
something else you want to say?
Well,
I'm pregnant, bro.
okay.
Anyways, I'm over. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening, and you already know what we said in the video.
Okay, bye.
No, that was good though.
I know, but you know what I forgot?
What?
I didn't like talk about how like I'm an emotional person, but like I never wanted to be emotional when I was like little because I didn't want anyone to think I was weak.
Well, honey,
that was a good one.
Honey, I want you to know that I do feel like you're going to end up being on this. We might do a little monthly check-in. Oh, that could be a thing, a monthly check-in.
I have a lot to say.
We could do a monthly check-in.
I was starting to laugh because I was thinking maybe we should have a podcast together because this is kind of fun. It's awkward at first, but once you start talking, it's
That's
fun.
what I said. Start your own.
No, I need someone else. Like I can't just talk.
But I'm saying start at yours because you already got your own type of people, and they already know. Like my people, you know what I mean?
No, I don't want to start my own.
Well, we can have a monthly little thing.
But like, what I didn't talk about, like, it's very hard. Like when you start talking to your camera, you start to forget things.
No, I get it.
To say like that's
Honey,
such.
You forget things in general.
No, I know, but that's such a big.
She's talking about no, I know.
But that's such a big point. Like well, I guess that goes into like being perfect, but like not wanting to like show your emotions, and like now it's like, you know.
You know, it's crazy because it really. I mean, I really never thought about like. I know you are the way you are because like you're growing up like and all that, and of course things that I've seen her, but I never even thought of it, the in depthness of. Oh, I feel like I had to be this, so that's why I became the leader of women empowerment. You know what I mean? That was crazy.
Yeah.
That clicked.
And then it kind of clicked too. Like obviously we knew this, but like, I mean, I could go down a whole loophole of like how hard it was when we first started dating. Yeah. That'd be a good podcast for people to watch.
Yeah, it would be.
Because it was really hard.
Do a TikTok. Just do a TikTok series. You literally don't even need a podcast. You just do a TikTok series, like.
No, but I feel like it would have been good for us to like communicate that.
We can do it on We can do it on another episode. Look, hey, people come back on different episodes every time, man.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. But
I was saying in general, like you ain't even gotta have like a real like a podcast.
No, I know.
You can do like a TikTok podcast.
Yeah.
We can get active on it. But
that was like an hour.
That's good.
Almost.
That's a real podcast. That's crazy. Anyway. Oh, also we gotta take a selfie.
Oh, okay. It's also very hard though to be able to tell how you look.
That's part of it. That's all. Like
my face looks fat.
I've thought of all this.
I want more contour.
Like, huh? Or just fell off the roof. Did it fall off the roof, or did it swoop down and try to grab?
It looked like it fell.
But that's all part of the point. I want to feel so real.
Yeah.
And like, it's like y'all get me how I am. Like,
right.
I ain't about to be sitting here and sitting a certain way and hurting, just to make sure you get my right angles. It's just like this. I need this who I am. Like, I got a headband though.
Right.
And that's all the point. You feel like you can go talk for it. You feel like you can go talk on Oprah Winfrey Network now, don't you?
Yeah. Not really, no. But
I feel that. It's awkward for me every time I do it too. But anyways. Oh, we gotta take a selfie.
Yeah, that's why I'm standing up, bro.
First of all, you're sitting down.
Well, that's why I'm like up.
See, because I wasn't even thinking like sometimes I might look at my headband look crazy.
So what kind of face are we making?
I'm just gonna snap a few, bro. You can do it however you want, really. Get up close, bro. Oh no, that was good. That was good. That was good. Okay, now we can do it.
Goodbye.